remember the other day I showed you the photo prints that I had just received. Remember I showed you these prints and some of them were very dark. So I reordered. I went back into the editor and re-edited them. And these are what's happening now. So this is what I got. See, it's pretty dark. You can barely see any of the colors. And this one, when I went too far in the other direction. So this one I may try again with, just tone it down a little bit and back it up so it's, you know, somewhere nicely in between these two, probably a little closer to this, less like this. Okay, so that one still not happy with, but that's just how these things are when you're first learning to do these things and you don't know how prints are going to come out or anything. You just have to keep trying. And I do not have a home printer, so I don't have any way of making my own test prints and fiddling around with settings to get things to be exactly how I would like them to be. I hope to be able to do that in future though. So this one, so it was this, you can see it's a very dark, you can barely see any of the color at all. It's just dark and flat. And so I brought it up to here. It's much brighter, it's much better. I do need to figure out how to do masking in Affinity Photo 2, because I would have liked to have this the exposure down just a little bit, because this is on the edge of being like too out of hand and it's very, very grainy looking. But would have liked to have this toned down a little bit more and this down here brought up. But I am glad that I was able to bring the light up. This is the water of the lake down here, so that you could actually see that the colors in the sky were reflecting into the water and you could see them in the water. It was very beautiful. So while not completely perfect, much better, and you know, not awful. This one, however, I do like how this one came out. So this one started here. Dark, you can't see all the purple in the sky, and you can't really see the colors on the clouds at all. And this is a lens flare. Like, this was not something visible in the night sky. It's like a lens flare or something. But I just enjoy it because it has that in there, and thought that made it kind of fun. So I brought the colors up, the exposure up a little bit. So now this looks like just a huge burst of light. This is the actual moon. That is not the moon. But you can see the greens and the purples that were lower down and in the clouds here, and get more of the beautiful purple colors that were in the sky. So while these aren't like perfectly sharp, crisp, clear kind of photos, I still like them. This is my first time trying to photograph the aurora or do any nighttime photography at all. Now this one, I just did a little bit, and I think I did pretty good. So we started here, and now we're here. So I think that's pretty good. I like it so much better. This one, I do wish I would have framed this photo differently and just like cut out most of the sky because there wasn't clouds or anything in the sky. It was just, I mean, it was fog and it was just blank. But we started here pretty dark, very dull muted on the colors. Now we're here, which I like the colors much better. This also is not, you can see here, it's not super sharp focus. It has a lot more of a soft painterly feel. Now up here in the trees is a little more in focus than down here. My focus is often off because I can't always see on my camera screen what is in focus and what isn't. And yes, my camera has like settings and things that help me, but sometimes I still mess it up, even with the extra help from my camera. But I do like that I was able to get the color back. The only thing I you know, maybe I could go and like crop and reframe it or something, but definitely much brighter. And then when I ordered the prints for those to try again, I also ordered a couple prints of a different photo shoot that I did. So this is over in Washington. It's Davis Lake. This is right after I got my Lens Baby Trio 28. So this was like the first or second time I'd ever used that lens. And I really wasn't sure how any of it worked, because it has 3 different lenses in one lens. It's really cool, but it does like blurry bokeh swirl stuff, and depending on which setting you have it turned to. So like down here is mostly where the focus is, and the rest is not, obviously. But I really like it. I like the blur from the lens on it. I like the light from the sun as it's coming through the cloud and the fog, and kind of bright and yellow, and it makes it, you know, feel like you're moving towards something. So this one I do like how it came out. Yeah. And then this is the same day at the same lake, just from a different spot. You can see how the blur of the lens is really strongest over here, and these are kind of in focus, but like the main more focused area is kind of over here. We get the reflection of everything, that warm glow from the sun coming over this way. Again, like the sky and stuff, this is the sun over here. It's just pretty much white out, blinding, but I still like this photo. And I'm finding that I really enjoy working with the Lens Baby Trio. So far, for doing landscape kind of stuff, my favorite lens on that is the Sweet. The Twist I haven't used too much. On some things I'm finding it's too much blur and stuff on the images, so I have to play with that setting a little more to find out what kinds of situations that the Twist works best for me. And then it has a velvet setting, which is just an overall soft focus, which I am finding that while I don't really care for it very much in like wide, you know, like whole landscape kind of situations, I do enjoy it more for close-up things and like detail shots kind of things. So it's been really fun working with those lenses and learning them. And then I also got myself a little print one of my little square prints. This is a close-up of a seed pod from like thistles or something that I took. It's very close up, but this is one of the images that is in the Seasons photo zine that I did, which is available on my website. And then you can also order prints of each of the photos that appear in that zine. And they're all black and white. They're all close-ups of things in nature, so plants. There's like a lovely moth one, different kinds of things. Mostly different kinds of plants, but yeah, and they're all black and white, and they're lovely. So I'm very excited about these. Yeah. So anyway, editing was better once I understood that I needed to make them brighter. And like the brightness of this, I could have done, you know, some in camera also, which probably would have helped, and relying less on post-processing. So that's also something that I want to work on with my photography, is making sure that at the time I'm getting the settings on my camera as good as I can for the situation. So practice, practice, practice. So thank you for watching. If you have any thoughts, questions, put them in the comments. If you would like to see what prints I have available to purchase, those are on my website. I will put the links below. And you can also find the photo zine with these images, this collection that this is from, on my website also. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy this sort of content and want me to do more things, see more things, I don't know, do more things, subscribe, like, follow, click all the buttons.